Is my mug's going to be in some of these shots?
Jack will be seen in some of these shots.
Ringing in my ear, come walk with me. Dawn is breaking, drawing near. In this country, nothing comes without a fight, so let it go. The whole thing blows, you're always right. That's what you always want to hear. Let me pray with something beautiful to share. Inside my heart, I try to drop away the dark, so give it up. It's too corrupt. I've made my mark. Author and activist Periel Aschenbrand is here. She wrote the book, The Only Bush I Trust Is My Own. Hell yeah, Periel! Yeah. The Troubies are back, LA's Troubadour theater company with a brand new production featuring the music of Prince. So you know that's got to be good. Our musical guest tonight will assist me and Jack with our quest for intergalactic peace. They are Soular. And of course, we've got the hottest dancers on TV, the Barbarellas. So get ready, because remember, if it ain't broke, break it! Because we queer edgers are a go!
Hey guys, welcome to the Queer Edge. I'm Jackie Jett. I'm right in the middle of a midlife crisis, and I got to tell you, I'm a homo supremacist with an attitude. And I've got the best attitude of all because I've got Sandra Bernhard here. And we have to talk about fashion in a minute.
That's
but
right.
first, I just want to say, fantabulous song.
Thank you. Another Mitchie Kaplan and Sandy Bernhard
and Mitch
original.
Kaplan. And I know. And here's what I got to know real quick as someone who's totally tone deaf. Do you enjoy the sound of your voice?
I do. There's sometimes when I hear it and I go, oh, I could have hit a note a little better. I could have approached a note a little,
But it must be
But in general, yes. I love to sing.
It must be cool to walk around your house singing a song in key and on the right note.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It is.
Maybe in my next life I'm going to be able to do that. You've got some happening T-shirt vibe thing happening there. Oh, I love the back. Check out this back. Yes. It's been bedazzled to hell and back.
Adam, who's coming out, came earlier and cut me up.
Just the way you like it.
Thank God I had a good poop and my stomach's fine. One person will bloat it. Look, look. See, there he is cutting up. He's
Wow.
cut up. Woo!
Honey, he couldn't cut me up too much. Let's bring him out.
Oh, you can hear
Adam, where are you, Adam? Adam?
Hi, baby.
Come here. Have a seat over here.
It's good to see you again. Just moments later after your extravaganza with the scissors.
Yeah. What's your last name?
Saaks.
Saaks.
Yeah.
They were trying to tell me you didn't have one. That you were born without parents. And that's how you became a designer. But you
He was
do
a
have
street urchin.
And I design.
Yeah. Okay, this is. How did you get into doing this? Because this is really cool.
Can I just fix something real quick?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Oh, here the artist is always perfecting his work.
I'm just gonna drop it down just a touch for you because I wasn't liking it on film as much as I will now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oops, there's some hair. Just kidding.
I know.
And you know what? If you feel free to get rid of that left breast.
There'll be no
it's always
snipple.
been a little annoying.
There'll be no snipple.
Yeah, for
there you go.
eBay.
Snipples.
There we go. Can you imagine?
All right.
Sandra
I'm happy.
Bernhard's left breast on eBay.
Hasva shalom. Hasva halela.
How'd I get into it? I was a wardrobe stylist for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And just got really tired of it. So
Right.
Can't imagine why.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is there anything more hideous than like dealing with all those bitches? Like, I don't like this. This isn't me.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good person.
Yeah, it's you get tired of
There's
that.
no
so.
appreciation.
Well, show us
You're right, actually.
Now, who did your shirt?
This is a Christianate shirt. This is a. Let me show you that.
Show us the back of it.
That's fine.
Let's see.
This is a new line from kind of a subline of Ed Hardy.
No,
I designed for
honey,
right
it
now.
can't be a new line because right here
It's
it
that
clearly says
1958.
1958.
There's nothing but lies. You see, with President Bush, everybody can lie now.
Oh,
It's just
okay, that's it.
People lie about T-shirts. They
And
lie
look at
about eavesdropping. What's the
Right.
difference? Oprah Winfrey, as we know, lies. Who lie about a frigging T-shirt? Who cares?
Oprah Winfrey is the queen of lies.
Oh,
if you
she's the
ask me.
liarist. The liarist of the
The
liars.
liarist. Oh, we
Her eyes lie. Her eyes are lying. You sure
created
those
a word.
frigging
But
contacts.
let's talk about you. So the T-shirt thing. We're seeing some of your work back.
Yeah.
Back here.
Well.
Give us name drop for us because we love people who name drop.
Yeah.
So tell us some of the celebrities other than Sandra Bernhard.
Let's see. Why does I have the pictures cut out? Oh, yeah, I see why.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to show the faces,
Gotcha.
probably. Who are those people? You can tell us, though.
Well, this isn't those.
Look at it this way, honey, and tell us. Talk to us. Tell us.
Where am I looking?
See that little monitor there.
Right there. Yeah.
Where is it?
Right there, sweetie. Right there. Right there.
Oh, that one. Duh. Okay.
Yeah.
Like we're
You've
good for
been
a camera.
looking up
That's
close
right there.
for
Right
so
there.
long, you
That's
don't have an
Nicole
overview.
Murphy. Eddie Murphy's ex-wife.
Right.
That was at his house. Mariah Carey should be coming up soon, and some Lenny Kravitz.
That's right, Mariah. Is that Mariah?
No, Mariah.
Okay.
couldn't do
Let
that
me
one.
ask you this. So can you do this on dudes too?
Yeah, I did.
Well, who's
There's
that?
Jenna
Somebody who doesn't
Jameson.
care? Jenna Jameson?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like her.
Now,
She looks
because
up in Times
if you were
Square.
doing this in Texas, it would be like this. It's in Texas. They cut the T-shirts in little strips down here with their big gut hanging out, and then they put little beads on the bottom of it.
They still do that.
That just comes right from Korea, honey. Not even cutting that shit up. It's already cut, honey. The Koreans are like, oh, those big fat bitches down in Texas.
So you've taken that and given it a chic style.
Absolutely.
Is what you've done.
Yeah.
Now,
Flair.
in all honesty, what does a T-shirt like this cost?
After it's cut?
Well, is that does someone buy it and then you cut it for a charge?
No, they buy the whole package.
Okay.
The shirt, they start at around 120 and go up to 550.
550.
That includes oral sex.
No, I don't charge for anything. I don't charge for that.
Oh, the oral sex is free.
I love
How about that? Well, listen, we've got to go. Stick around because we've got to go to the news. We got some news from the Edge, and who knows? In the news, it may be about fashion. Because God knows Rob is the king of all that is cutting and fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, with news from the Edge, Mr. Rob Williams!
Hello and welcome to the news. Today in Dearborn, Michigan, the Ford Motor Company made another sobering announcement. CEO Bill Ford unveiled his plan to make only one incredibly giant car for the upcoming year. The car, called the Ford Omniscience, will span nearly 3,000 miles from bumper to bumper and should provide a payload of North America. Although one tank of gas would exhaust crude supplies worldwide, the good news is that some part of the car will already be wherever in America anyone needs to be. The trick will be in getting to that other part of the car, but Ford has surrendered that market to the Japanese. Great. William Shatner was able to raise $25,000 for charity by selling one of his kidney stones. True. Nice. Other television science fiction body parts for sale that day were the antenna from My Favorite Martian and all the internal organs of Alf. See, now I thought eviscerating puppet jokes weren't going to work, but it did. All right, good. In an effort to combat obesity, the FDA has approved the use of a Krispy Kreme intake control device. The metal implant goes in one of the doors of a Krispy Kreme franchise, creating a sort of locking or deadbolt effect, and thereby restricting the flow of patrons. The device is not foolproof as it does not restrict access to the donut-filled dumpster and back. That was the one that was flat. All right, fine. The confusing nature of the new Medicare program has left many mentally ill patients without much needed medication. Here with a report from our health desk is David DeAngelis. David? David? David?
Oh, shh. All right, I can hear you, all right? I just don't want them to know I'm here.
You don't want who to know you're there?
Shh, Rob, not so loud. Your voice is like coming from inside my ear.
You having an earpiece.
Oh, great. When was that put in, huh, Rob? And who put it in? And what else is inside me that you're not telling me?
David, is there a medicine you should be taking right now?
No, my mind is finally clear, and I don't want it to pollute it with your poisons, Rob.
David, I'm not giving you any poisons.
Oh, right. Sorry. I know you're not one of them.
David, exactly who is it you're hiding from?
Nazis, Rob. Shape-shifting Nazis who can assume any appearance. Right now, I'm waiting to jump the Nazi who took over the body of my mailman.
Your mailman, David. David, I want you to go inside and wait for me to show up.
Okay, how will I know it's you?
Because what, I might be a Nazi?
Ah, I knew it, you crow bastard! Go to hell!
David DeAngelis, everybody. There's a new set of superheroes. Kuwaiti-born Naif al-Matawa has created the 99, a group of Muslim superheroes who will fight crime while promoting Muslim values. Some of the heroes will include the female Wonder Burqa, whose superpower is to make people wonder what's under her burqa. And Marvel Mullah, who has jihad-proof skin and can shoot fatwas from his fingertips. Kill Salman Rushdie. Ah! American Idol is back on the air, and the debate continues about the tone of the early elimination rounds. I would just like to say that cruelly destroying the hopes of well-intentioned young people is the single greatest service this show provides. Life is a non-stop bitch slap for all of us, and these lucky youths get the full eye-opening effect of a nationally broadcast humiliation. Like Fyodor Dostoevsky standing before the firing squad, they have had their galvanizing experience early enough in life to change course, quit singing, and create a new outcome. All of y'all that suck, you're in my doghouse, and this is for you. You You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. It can't be wrong when it feels so right. 'Cause you, Simon, Paul, and Randy, you light up my life. There's more Jack and Sandra in a few. Stick around. Robbie out.
Is checking out new documentaries at the Sundance Film Festival. Here with our daily report is QTN's Steve Oldfield.
What I love most about Sundance, the documentaries. They're really personal stories by people who've done a lot of struggling to tell them. Sometimes there are documentaries, though, by big stars, people like Rosie O'Donnell. She's here with a documentary that's going to be on HBO coming up later this year. Unfortunately, she and her partner and the kids, they had to leave today, we were told, because of personal problems. Now, the deal is, she was supposed to be part of a panel discussion here. It's a shame she couldn't be here because the film's getting a lot of buzz. All Aboard, Rosie's family cruise, is a look at the first ever cruise dedicated just to gay and lesbian families. A trip that braved rough waters, encountering hatred in the name of Jesus.
What the heck were they protesting against?
Against gay people and families.
Watching how it affects the family and the children, and how these families probably have to have conversations with their kids on how this is how the real world is.
Fans stayed for a panel even though Rosie was forced to cancel. Now you will be able to hear from her partner Kelly, and the kids in a special segment of On Topic with Chris Ann Eastwood, coming soon to QTN.
African culture, we don't really accept homosexuality.
Lavinza Kavuma embodies the spirit of what this festival is all about. She directed Rape for Who I Am, the story of women in South Africa who are attacked just because they're lesbian.
These men, when they realize that, okay, here's a woman who's a lesbian, it's an excuse to rape a woman. I can correct her. I can turn her into a real woman. If I rape her, then I don't know, she will realize that she needs a man. She doesn't need to be sleeping with a woman. There is so much vibrancy and hope in these women. They're not victims. They're not, they're not saying to you, I am a starving, fly, swatting African, come and save me. This documentary is not about that at all. It's vibrant, it's full of color, it's sexy, and these are proud African women who are saying, we're gay, we're proud, and we're here to stay.
I was out in the field, I knew that we were pulling back some really good stuff.
Byron Hurt set out to make a documentary about the changing world of hip-hop, how it shifted from politically charged music to gangster rap. He had no idea what his camera would capture.
The interviews on the street, with the rappers, rapping in front of the camera, the interviews with the transvestites, down in Daytona, at the BET Spring Bling event. But the real story, in my opinion, at that event was how the men were treating the women. Sexual assaults and sexual harassment, it was like an accepted part of the culture.
Byron faced a lot of pressure to not tell the story.
I was very, very conflicted about reinforcing negative stereotypes of African American men as being oversexed and dangerous and just wild and out of control.
But he braved on because he believed it was the right thing to do, and he shined a harsh spotlight on homophobia as well.
There is the presence of homophobia in hip-hop, you know what I mean? And I couldn't make a film about masculinity in hip-hop culture without examining homophobia. I mean, the two, it has to be dealt with.
Byron's hard work has paid off, winning the support of the influential ITVS. They've been helping documentary filmmakers tell their stories for 15 years now, and they're throwing a big shindig here at Sundance. They gave him the money and support to finish the film.
I feel like he's not just behind the camera, but he's everywhere, and that's why he can capture that story in that way that, you just would not see anywhere else.
And that's like a lot of the documentaries at Sundance, great films by some brave filmmakers. Our trivia question.
Okay, first of all, if Rosie O'Donnell would stop going on those fucking cruises with those ugly children and that fucked up, lousy food, in and out of ports to sanitized islands, and go to Paris like I do with my girlfriend and daughter, you don't get harassed.
Yes.
I mean, when I walk off the Air France first class, they throw out the red carpet for me. I arrive at the Crillon, there's champagne and flowers. My daughter goes down the hallway with the nanny. They check into
and
our
nobody's
room.
going, die.
They're like, oh, Miss Bernhard, Catherine Deneuve meets us for cocktails. I mean, Christ, make your choices. I mean, listen, you want to go on a Carnival cruise? Somebody's going to harass you.
That's just
forgive me, the children are not ugly. That was a horrible thing to say.
No. But here's the thing, that hip-hop...
Rosie and her girlfriend are...
That hip-hop thing about the homophobia in hip-hop, it looks really
That looks interesting, yes.
Because I've always wondered why... I'm always confused with the homophobia that exists in the black community.
Because black men have got to have something to cling to.
Yeah, and so then there's this hip-hop thing, and you think of all groups, that would be the one opening their arms saying, hey, let's boogie, homos and all.
No, because they're afraid of their own sexuality. They're threatened, their intersexuality, the fear of perhaps having homosexual feelings.
They shouldn't be afraid.
Where do you think that the term down low came from?
They should
how many black men are gay?
Of all gay men. They should only be afraid of this one, because I'm the one who wants to do every single one of them.
Big, gorgeous black men. My next guest, I own her.
Yes.
Is the self-proclaimed founder of the T-shirt business. Honey Haynes might have a little something to say about that. Just for starters, she has a new book out called The Only Bush I Trust Is My Own, and I couldn't agree more. Please welcome Periel Aschenbrand.
Yes, ma'am!
Right?
I'm half Israeli.
I love it, half Israeli.
Okay, what's the other half, honey?
New York Jew, I guess.
You is a pretty chick.
Well, thank you.
Is a pretty
You're a pretty little Jew girl.
Two Jews on a red couch.
How about that?
That's my new book.
First of all, can we just get this out of the way, because there's been tons of questions asked.
What's up with the T-shirt thing?
Let me ask you this. If I showed you this,
yes. Oh my God.
or I showed you that rooster, which would you prefer?
I don't know. What's that made out of? Is that real fur? Is that like a dead cat?
This is pure pussy.
But,
do you prefer the pussy over the cock?
Oh, well, I would say, I can be flexible.
Flexible?
Yeah.
Flexible.
Post-gender.
Okay, so no labels, but you could...
Post-gender.
Okay, but you could dig a chick if the chick was right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we have one lined up for you. All right.
Great.
Okay, we got that out of the way, so we're going to get you laid while you're here.
Great.
That'll be.
I asked about that before. I said I would come.
That's part of your payment, actually. Sandra has been overpaid since she's been here, but we won't even get into that. Okay, let's talk about T-shirts.
All right, let's talk about T-shirts.
What's the scoop on that?
Yeah.
Well, you should know better than anyone.
Why?
I'm mad at you.
Why are you mad at me?
Well, kick the shit out over there.
No, I don't want to, because, I'll tell you the story. The first shirt that I made said, "The only bush I trust is my own."
I wore your T-shirt.
I know.
I gave you credit for it.
No, but I did a poster, 100 Reasons Not to Vote for Bush. and I did 100 photos of 100 women in the shirt.
Yeah.
And there was Susan Sarandon.
Oh, so cut to the chase. What's that to do with me?
Well, I sent you a letter with a T-shirt.
Oh, you're right, you did. And was I supposed to send you a picture back?
Yeah.
Listen, sweetie.
I
wore that on a major show for you, which I'm sure Susan Sarandon didn't do.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. She's got 15 electrical outlets in her home.
She what?
And she's got 15 electrical outlets in her home, and she's been mighty busy counting them for this show.
No, I will remember what show I wore that on, and I did.
The Graham Norton show.
Okay, and you're going to sit here and bitch about me not sending you a picture for a poster? Get out of here. No, it's so typical of an Israeli to get defensive. It's so fucking typical.
I didn't even know who Graham Norton was. I was on a political mission.
Well, and we're better to do it on Graham Norton.
Well,
International, he reaches from one pond to the next, for Christ's sake.
I wanted to include you in,
you know what? It was probably an oversight on my own part. I probably didn't have a digital camera at the time. I just recently got one for my birthday this year.
Well, happy
I don't run around like, with high technical abilities.
What about the 15 electrical outlets?
I'm low tech.
No, 15, when she's talking about 15, but she lives in a huge house. Now, here's, I have a bone to pick with you.
What?
Why wasn't I asked to be part of this?
I sent you the My Dick Would Make a Better Vice President shirt.
I don't remember receiving that. I have my
You're going to have to
assistant,
talk to your staff.
do you remember seeing that?
Trust me, we kids get busy. Mashlamech, Mashlamcha, Yofi.
Yeah.
But I'm not busy?
What? No,
she's an A-list. She's an A-list celebrity.
Making my T-shirts, traveling to Tel Aviv on buses that could get blown up at any minute. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I was in the Mossad.
In all seriousness, one of our staff members here read this book and said it is very, very funny.
Well,
is it meant to be funny?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree that it's very funny.
Now, let me ask you something. Being an Israeli, because so many Israelis who live in America are pro-Bush. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about that? What is that all about?
They're all brainwashed.
Thank you.
What do you want?
Amen.
Hey, let's go.
Amen.
Look, can we really quick on something really topical?
Yes.
Which is, I just heard something on the news today that Hamas, there's something going on with Hamas.
Hamas won the majority of the votes. The kids want something new.
Yeah, that's not something you dip your chips into or something. I'm confused.
Very close. It's very close.
Listen, I wish.
Okay, so
what are we going to do? We're going to reach out right now to the Palestinians. We're going to go on our intergalactic mission. An Israeli, a Jew, a goy from Texas, and we are going to send out love to the Palestinians.
And we're going to, you know how we're going to do it?
Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for Sarah, who sent Hagar out into the desert, none of this shit would be going on.
Absolutely.
It was Sarah's jealousy, because Abraham had a hot... Well, she wasn't even Arab at that time.
That's why we're going to commercial right now.
Listen, take it. Go on to the desert. Form your own people. Thanks, Sarah.
Hey guys, welcome back. Listen, this group of talented performers can be seen in Los Angeles at the Falcon Theater. Yeah. They've been performing for audiences around the world, around the world, around the world. Yeah. And tonight, they're here. Please welcome the Theodore. It's not Theodore. It's Troubadour.
Whatever.
Theater Company. Welcome, the Troubadour Theater Company.
Yeah!
Yeah! Come out here! Good to see you, Sandra Bernhard. How are you? Thank you. Sandra Bernhard, superstar. Be careful. Stay out of my space. Okay. You guys sit down.
Sit closer to them.
Yeah.
And don't be
But
afraid.
this is her celebrity space, right?
Thank
Now
you.
keep this celebrity.
Yes, it's so nice to have you guys back. Now, the last time you were here, you were doing a Christmas special that you do every year called Little Drummer
Bowie.
Bowie, as in
David Bowie, yes. But this year it's Hamlet, the artist formerly known as Prince of Denmark.
Oh!
Yes. And I'm Hamlet, and this is Ophelia, my girlfriend.
Oh! And you
But we're open. We're open.
Thank you.
Your song was rapturous.
Thank you, baby.
Yes. Who knew you had that in you?
I barely did.
Yeah.
I just pulled it out.
You've always got a little something in you. You've got a little something in you later, too, huh? No. I'm sorry.
Stop it with that.
Sorry,
You don't want to be raunchy with Miss Bernhard now, do you?
A little bit, yes, I do.
It's getting a bit randy.
Randy. Oh.
Randy.
Gotta see him with an audience.
Tell us about this show. How long this show's going to be running right now?
The show closes in a week, Jack. Sunday's
Closes
it.
on Sunday.
Yeah. So obviously it's a big flop.
Yes. Oh, no one likes it.
Yeah.
No, it's
Piece
been
of
sold
crap.
out every show, and they come and they stand at the end because they can't wait to get out.
Right. And you've made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of this production, I hear.
No, we do theater, Jack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no money. There's no money in theater in LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm picking
Barely
up,
any in New York.
a bit of a Princess Leia vibe, honey
well,
bun.
I was around before Princess Leia,
You were.
so she kind of copied my bit.
She did.
Yeah, she kind of went on to do other things, but the buns worked for me.
But when Princess Leia do this, show them a little something. Give them a little bit. Show them a little something. Come on,
Yes, show us
come
a
on,
little
QT
something.
and
Did you see that, Sandra?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I keep looking at the back, wishing I could do a little scrub.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's very hard to wax in the 16th century. You wouldn't believe.
Look, Sandra, look, this is dedicated. Look, there's no body hair here.
Well, seriously though, waxing.
No, I just in terms of
She's
like.
looking at my shoulders, and you know
Yes.
what? It's tough. I mean, I got two words for you, and they're both ow when it comes to waxing in the 16th century. So I've had to stick to really using straight razors. and I
Okay,
can
now,
only
so
see
this
some-
show's coming to an end. And what will the Troubies be doing next, pray tell?
Well, we're thinking about much a Doobie Brothers about nothing.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But what about Queen Lear?
Oh, Queen, as in the
No.
band?
Yes.
Queen
Oh,
Lear.
what about Duran Durantony and Cleopatra?
Good. Like that. Like that.
All of those are good. Who comes up with those? Who's the brilliant mind?
Well, if it's a good idea, me.
Right.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
If it's not a good idea, any of the rest of
How
us.
many
yes.
Troubies are there right now?
17, 4, there's 30 maybe.
30.
Based on availability, you know,
Right.
we all work.
Okay, now, with this, what is the current production again? What's the current production?
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
The artist formerly known as Prince of Denmark. I hear you're a big Prince fan.
Yes.
Name a song, I'll tell you if it's in our show.
When Doves Cry.
Yeah, of course.
Raspberry.
You will the picture of you and I engaged in a that's where your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this dream, if you will, a courtyard of oceans and violets and blue.
Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and how could you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold?
Maybe I'm just too demanding.
Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother,
his mother.
She never satisfied.
She never satisfied.
Why do we scream at each other? Well, this is what it sounds like when the doves cry.
That was almost
I
like
couldn't have done it better myself.
No.
Like Brokeback Mountain, isn't it?
I don't want you to quit me. Don't quit. I don't want to quit you.
Brokeback Mountain on a major budget. Okay. That made me laugh.
I want to sit next to Sandra now.
Yes, you can.
It's too much for a Monday night.
Yeah. Here's the thing. How much money goes into the production of this show?
Very little. I mean, look at us, you know.
Yes.
There's no budget for makeup. I mean, look at her.
Well, I'm looking and I'm frightened.
I know.
I am frightened.
Very, very, very small production values, but high artistic content.
Right.
We have clowns and improvisers and acrobats and actors and musicians and writers and gardeners.
And may I be serious for one moment, please?
To be
and that
serious.
is this. In all seriousness, this group is really well known in the LA comedy scene, like improv or like the Groundlings. He snarls.
We're the good groundlings.
Yeah, they're the good groundlings.
Groundlings are hack. I said it.
There you go.
Cutting edge.
But it really is. So if you're coming to LA, there are two things you should do. Is to come see the Queer Edge.
Yeah. Yes.
And then go see the Troubies.
If you can get a ticket.
Yeah,
good luck.
And you should also check out our website at www.qtelevision.com/Queer Edge.
Yeah.
Now, how do they reach you guys?
www.troubie.com.
Easy, breezy.
Lemon squeezy. Give me some.
Oh.
Yes?
Yes.
You're a
So
Shakespearean, Brad,
sneezy.
aren't you? You know some Shakespeare, don't you? You're holding on to a
Fleazy.
quatrain, aren't you? There's so much in that.
There is so much.
There's too
You know,
As I've walked this earth.
Okay, here's the whole thing, though, with Shakespeare, I think. I think so many actors over-abuse the whole Shakespeare in the Park. Every resume you look at of an actor says, perform Shakespeare in the Park. And basically that means nothing because Sandra and I, there's a park 2 blocks from
Well, you
here.
know what's interesting? My girlfriend dated some guy who did Shakespeare in the parking lot.
No.
Oh.
And I used to torture her about it, and she goes, "Oh, you're just jealous." I was like, "Not really."
Yeah, but really, you and I could go to the park.
There's a
and
park
do some
right here. Look, there's
Shakespeare
animals and grass.
And do it.
I was tortured this summer. We went to Shakespeare in the Park. It was 3 hours. It was misting. We had a dinner first outside. The bathrooms were like, of course, there was no like special bathroom setup. We had to get on board the Carnival cruise to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. There is a reason that Shakespeare's not alive today.
Because he's old.
It was pretentious.
That's something really heavy. There's
Because
something really heavy to think about
Gwyneth
it.
Paltrow killed it.
Think about it during this commercial break. Why is William Shakespeare not with us anymore? Think about it. And buy these products.
Have been touring the U.S. for the past year. They have a new CD out called Time and Space. And performing their title track, here's Soular.
For you, zipping away, nothing to do, and I don't mind. don't mind. Oh, I would go anywhere and everywhere, still be close to you. Oh, maybe another day, far beyond this time. Going away, what could I do? I search the world, I'm headed for you, but I don't mind. Oh, I would go anywhere and everywhere, still be close to you. Oh, maybe another day, far beyond this time and going away, where to begin? We're falling apart, how do we end? 'Cause I don't mind. Oh, I would go anywhere and everywhere, still be close to you. Oh, maybe another day, finding you would take me far tonight. Oh, maybe another day, far beyond this time and far beyond here, far beyond here. Well, take me there, take me there now, headed for you,
Yeah, beautiful. And I love that you took that little break. And why am I talking? You talk into this. Tell
Hello.
me, who are your influences?
Oh, well, you can't be a musician.
And now
with-
have them.
Exactly.
So there's no shame in
That's
that.
right. Beatles,
Okay.
Zeppelin,
Yeah?
Queen,
Yeah.
Pink Floyd,
Love it.
Radiohead, a little bit.
It's all
Just a
right.
little bit.
We'll let you go on that one.
Okay.
We'll give you a free pass on that one.
Okay.
But everybody else is wonderful.
Cool.
Where are you guys playing?
Well, we just played at the Viper Room.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've played the Viper Room. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a cool little
Yeah.
quaint
Intimate.
Yeah.
Did you travel around?
Yes, we've been.
Yeah, you've been on the road for traveling to the U.S. for a year, right?
Yeah.
Am I not mistaken?
You're not
Where have you gone?
Let's see, Midwest, South, East Coast, West Coast.
Favorite city?
Oh, that's tough. San Francisco.
Favorite restaurant?
California pizza.
Oh,
That's the
Honey,
most
you
fair
got,
one.
you got 2 strikes against you, but I'll let it slide. What are we doing now? We doing another song? Play out. 1 minute. Go! Yay!
Your heart and your head.
welcome back. We have had a chillingly, amazingly fantastic show. Am I right? Sandra's wearing a shirt that's been ripped to shreds, and we call that
intergalactic peaceful fashion.
Yes, yes. This is what's creating fashion peace throughout the galaxy right now. But it's more than that. This show is about education, and we all know that. We all know that Jackie, Jett, Sandra Bernhard are the ultimate teachers in this universe. And so this is where we ask our guests, what have you learned today? What will you be blogging about later? Remember, no child left behind, no drug left behind. And we're going to start with Periel, who's an outspoken, bisexual, whatever. And tell us what you, pray tell, have learned today.
Well, I learned that Sandra Bernhard speaks Hebrew.
Yes. Kasaf.
And also that the pussy is apparently made of rabbit.
Yeah, exactly.
As some are.
As some are. That's just the way. You can never trust a pussy, is one thing that I have learned on this show. Oh, yeah. Or bush. And can you tell me, Adam, what have you learned today, sir?
I learned one thing, that Princess Leia is older than Shakespeare.
Yeah?
Shakespeare is older than Princess Leia.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I've seen Princess Leia lately.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. And Eric, Princess Leia, what have you learned, pray tell?
Okay. I am thankful for my family and my friends.
No.
And I'm thankful that I'm not starving like a lot of people.
Uh-huh. But what have you learned?
Oh. Sorry. I have learned that I finally have a place where I feel safe.
Okay, that's good. This is your safe place. Very good. And welcome to your safe place. What about you, Matt?
I learned two things. I learned Sandra can be very moving in song.
Uh-huh, yes.
And I learned a T-shirt can cost up to $550.
There we go. Oh, Bench, what have you learned, my handsome stud puppet?
Well, I never knew a T-shirt could look so alluring.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah, wait until I put it on, and then we'll decide how alluring it will look.
Jackie,
Sandy?
I'll tell you what I've learned today, that I will never, and I must never use the word ugly again, unless it's describing my own hateful behavior.
Oh.
And I send out an olive branch to everyone in the Carnival cruise, including Rosie O'Donnell, who has been very generous to me personally, who has given to me, taught me how to wrap a bandana around my head and still look like a girl. Please forgive me.
That is so giving. That is so giving. And Rosie O'Donnell, I just say, you owe me nothing, I owe you nothing. Good night, everybody. Come